So greetings from Pennsylvania once again. We're out here in Michaud State Forest. Earlier today we were out hiking in their section of the Standing Stone Trail, which is west of here. But anyway, we're camping out here tonight. Got out here a little bit earlier than I wanted to at my site, but that's okay. There's a site back there we could camp at. Just noticed. But yeah, I think last winter, well, there's a nice picnic table up this one. But last winter I did a whole video on reviewing the campsites here in Michaud State Forest, at least in the northern section. So this site might look familiar. So just right up there is the Jeep, not too far. There's a campsite right in there, but the main site is back here in the pines, or under the pines, which shall we say. This is site number 10. This was one of my favorites. Lots of pine cones. It does have a fire ring, but it doesn't have the grill. I realize I have my own grill I can bring, but I think I can make something work with the rocks here though, because I'm gonna cook over the, well, I don't have to cook over the fire. I have my other stove too. We'll see what happens. But yeah, yeah, put a tent right there under the pines. Beautiful spot. So not too far of a walk. I think the reservation site where you make the reservation to camp here, I think it said about 200 feet from where you park. Might be just a little bit more than that, but all right. Well, we're gonna start bringing my stuff down. It's not too far of a walk. Plus, I got a gift from somebody. I don't know who it's from. There was no name associated with the gift, but it's something that will help me bring stuff back to this campsite. It's pretty cool, actually. I might just go ahead and show it to you right here at the beginning, because you have to kind of unfold it before you use it. Some of you might know what it is. Just a quick look at this campsite over here. Yeah, so up closer to where you park, there is another site back here, but there's no picnic table back here. Not that you absolutely have to have one, but it is kind of nice. That site back there is further from the road too, so we'll stay there. Yeah, so the gift was this right here. It looks a little odd at the moment, but if you take you gotta take this out first. And this, I almost need two hands. Let me set you down. Yeah, it helps if I take the Velcro thing off too. That would help. Yeah, it opens up. And it's a wagon. The handle comes out. And this thing, oops, if I could do it, goes in here. And I have a little wagon I can put a bunch of my stuff in here and take it back to my campsites. That's pretty cool. Alright, and I think we'll start doing just that. Yeah, I can stuff quite a bit of stuff in here. Some of the smaller items that would take multiple trips. But I'll grab a larger item, or at least one larger item. My other hand, just need one hand to pull this, so it's convenient. And then we'll just, yeah, it's a pretty nice path too, so pretty cool. And it's pretty sturdy too. I have two whole bundles of firewood in there. It also has like a little side pouch for other things if you want, for whatever, little knickknacks you want to pull along with you. So pretty cool. So like I said, I don't know who sent that to me. There was no name attached to the gift. A lot of times you get a gift. Well, when I get gifts from people, there's a name somewhere with the gift, but for that one there was not. So I don't know, but thank you, whoever gave that to me. It actually works out really well in a place like this. So just a few more larger items to bring back, like my tent bag and some other things. It's actually not that much of an inconvenience as I thought it would be, walking back and forth. I mean, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but it could be worse. But we're gonna camp under the pines tonight. It's been blazing hot here in Pennsylvania recently. Today's been better. It's actually not terribly hot at the moment, but tonight's gonna be pretty cool, down to low 60s, maybe upper 50s here in the mountains, but we'll see. So just taking a little bit of time to cool off before I set my tent up and all that kind of stuff. Actually, it's starting to feel really nice out here. It's about 4:30.
Felt like throughout this morning was pretty like muggy and soupy out yet, but now it's throughout the day it seems to be clearing up a little bit more in that regards. But I think I just pulled this out of my cooler. No, it's not beer, it's a kombucha. Several years ago, one of my students got me kind of liking this stuff. She would bring it, I don't forget where she got it from. She had like whole cases of it, but she would, like week after week, she would bring one in for me, try to get me to drink them. I mean, something different. It definitely takes some getting used to, but it's refreshing though. But yeah, I have more mail stuff to share with you a little bit later this evening yet. Some more stuff that came in, some cool stuff. I haven't told you what we're gonna eat yet, but that'll be a surprise. Something a little bit different. Anyway. Alright, I'm gonna get my tent set up here in a moment. Alright, we got home set up. Got these citronella candles burning. It's not terribly buggy out here, but enough to get those lit. Yeah. Get a fire going in a bit. I got my 2 bundles that I brought. Once again, this was great because having to carry 2 bundles of firewood down, I just put them in there. That was great. There was some firewood already left here. We'll burn that first. But yeah, let's show you what's for supper. There's some buns and some chicken nuggets and some barbecue sauce in there. We're gonna make chicken nugget sandwiches tonight. So a little different. I also have some clams, baby clams, up in the Jeep. I tried to do a little fishing today up by the one reservoir. Didn't really go that well. We might cook those up tonight. I have a pan. I have a smaller pan here too. Might, depending on how we cook it. If we cook them in the fire or on my stove, we'll see. Like I said, I forgot to bring my little grate along to stick on here. But I might be able to arrange some stones, like I said earlier. But you know what? It is absolutely quiet out here. I think the last 4 times we've camped, we're at state parks. You know, and we had some noisy neighbors at times there. But out here, it's quiet. I mean, the Ridge Road is out there. It's a dirt road through the state forest here. Occasionally a car drives by, but even then it's kind of quiet up there. But yeah. There's a nice cool breeze blowing through. Every now and then I can hear the wind in the pines. There's a trail that comes through here, Red Blaze Trail. It's called the Camps Trail, but this is Thursday evening. I doubt anybody's going to come through. If you're camping here on the weekend, you might have people coming through, but it's quiet. Peaceful. I mean, it's just a peaceful scene too. There's the pines, camping under the pines. Yeah, just need to get a fire going. I don't know, I might take a little nap. I don't know. It's a little bit after 5. I had a long morning. We'll see. I am kind of tired. We'll get a fire going soon enough though. Got a fire going. Using the firewood that was already here, but that stuff's burning up nice. I'm hearing voices though. Coming up from there, almost like, I don't know, some people are hiking or what. But isn't that just a beautiful scene right there? Camping under the pines. So I think there might be some other people up at that other campsite that we were looking at earlier. I can see them up through the trees there. Not sure if they're just hanging out or if they plan on staying there overnight. And as long as they're quiet, I mean, they can be there. Obviously. But if they start playing music and getting all loud and stuff, I'm not gonna be happy. Alright. Yeah, they were just 2 mountain bikers. They were just kind of hanging out up there for a little bit, but they did come right through my camp here. They were nice about it. But I mean, there's a trail. Like I said, it's called the Camps Trail, but it comes through here and goes right across. So, yeah, they weren't doing anything wrong. They were nice about it. So, but they're not camping up there. So we'll get supper going here in a little bit. I'm not terribly hungry yet. I did have a late lunch when I was out fishing, or trying to fish earlier today. I had a tuna salad sandwich. Speaking of which, I think I'll quick throw some of that footage up here for you. I was going to make a whole video where I was going to go fishing down at what's called the Long Pine Run Reservoir and catch some like sunfish and stuff and bring them back here and do like a catch and cook, and well, that didn't happen. So I did try to go fishing. There were some really tiny fish in there, but it was just wasn't happening. So, but let me toss up some of that footage for you now. Now, this is Long Pine Run Reservoir. I was thinking about, my initial plan was to hike all around the reservoir this afternoon, but I changed my mind. The other day, I figured I'd be tired, and I am, just from that other hike. It's a warm day, and it was a long hike, but we're gonna do some fishing. I don't think I've done any fishing on this channel yet, but just got my license the other day. You can get it online. I thought, let's go for it. Yeah, but a beautiful view of the reservoir. It extends down this way, and then it also extends up around the other side of that like little peninsula area. But yeah, there's a nice little deck. It's like a handicap accessible area you can come down to. I might fish right off here off the dock, or I might perch myself over up on that rock too. Yeah, I dug out some of my old fishing stuff from down the basement. Just got this is my telescopic fishing rod. It kind of squishes down. It's about that big, so I can stick my backpack and stuff. That's my lunch. And I thought I'd try something different. I have all kinds of lures and stuff in my box, but I stopped by Walmart and got some baby clams. So I think I might just, I think they're already, yeah, they're out of the shell already. Just throw some of these on and see what bites out here. Probably just some sunfish or something like that, but that's okay. Not looking to catch any huge bass or something like that. But we'll see what comes up. Yeah, so it actually feels pretty good out here. It's a nice breeze blowing off the lake or the reservoir. Yeah, just put one of those baby clams on the hook. Put a few they call split shot sinkers on the line to give it some weight so I can cast out a little bit further, and we'll see. We'll see if anything there were some little tiny sunfish up here, but I want something just a little bit bigger, maybe. So we'll see. Well, I think I might be done. There's a few really small sunfish down there that were biting on stuff, but even when I cast out further, there was just nothing biting. I even passed one guy biking through here. He said this is not a very good spot to go fishing, so might just have to let go of this one. It's a beautiful spot though. There are some different birds flying around over the lake. You can boat here, so this might be a spot to come kayaking sometime, but anyway, see some other people just pulled in up there too. So I might head on out of here. Head to my campsite maybe. So I'm gonna throw one clam out here and see if I can zoom in on them coming up to it. Oh, there you can see them. Those are just tiny little fish though. Well, not tiny, but they're not big enough to really do much with. So like I said, I tried. Just wasn't happening there. I was hoping some more larger sunfish would come up to the site there, to the dock there, but that didn't happen. But anyway, we'll catch some fish later this summer. I went and got my fishing license. I mean, I did, it's kind of midsummer, but today's July 18th. But anyway, we'll try and get some fishing videos in before the season's up. I mean, you can fish all the way into the fall, so I mean through the winter too. So, but let's go ahead and have mail time a while. Got the fire burning back there. That's really nice. There's actually really nice campsite. Even the guys that just bike through, that's what they said to me. It's a really nice spot back here. But yeah, but let's do mail time. Let's start with this package here. I believe this is from Debbie. Yeah. So she sent me 2 more of these meals. You guys, I use these meals a lot on my hikes. We got one. Well, not my hikes, but my camping videos. We got one beef stew. I don't think I've ever had this one before. And then we have the beef stroganoff with noodles. This one I think I had already, and I think I liked it. I think I had this one when I think last time I did try to do one like hammock, camping overnight in a hammock. I think I had this that night. But yeah, Debbie, these will get eaten. So I'm not gonna eat these tonight. I have other plans tonight for
this smaller package here was also from Debbie, the same Debbie, because there's another Debbie too that sent me something. I think there's 3 different Debbies that send me things sometimes. But yeah, she sent me another one of these. The bacon jerky. This stuff is amazing. I think we'll be eating this by the campfire tonight. Look at that. It's good stuff. Yeah, that bacon stuff is good. I'd have to, anyway. I'll probably be eating that by the campfire tonight. So I got another package here. Just as an initial for the first name, so I'm not going to say the last name. But they sent me some newspaper articles, some things they thought I might like. Yeah, thought you'd be interested in reading about Pennsylvania Dutch roots and some trail stuff too there. Actually, oh yeah, there's some stuff here on Frog Hollow down here. We've been there several times. Remember that's the place where I found that cool house. And then someone informed me that they tore it down. I think I went back there last summer. That was depressing. So is this too. The J.W. Cooper building was torn down. I filmed there years ago. I was up in, what town was it? Was that Shendo? The town, I think it was. But there was some guy, I forget his name offhand, but he was trying to restore the building. There you can see part of what it looked like on the inside. That's the gym area. I remember being in there. They had a beautiful auditorium. It was in rough condition. He was trying to restore it, and unfortunately, I think part of the wall collapsed, and then they had to tear it down. My friend John was just up there recently, and it's gone completely, which is kind of sad. It was a beautiful, beautiful building. Yes, information was the Schuylkill River Trail and stuff like that. So thank you. I will peruse through those. But yeah, I heard through someone else that they had to tear that building down. I mean, it's a shame, but structurally it just wasn't happening anymore. So, but anyway, that's how it is sometimes. All right, and this next box is from a different Debbie, not the same Debbie that sent me the other stuff. But thank you for the note. She always sends me a note telling her about what's going on in her life. So that's interesting. But yeah, here also what's interesting, before you look at the box, she sent me some photos. I believe this is the twin bridge. Recently we were up in Columbia County. We finished all the covered bridges in Columbia County, and yeah, it's just the flood of 2006. It shows some of what it looked like, the bridges. So in this photo, both the bridges are still there, but in this photo, the one bridge, the West Paddon Bridge, is gone. The east one survived, the west one didn't. And here's an air photo of that. You can see the floodwaters there. You can see the East Paddon Bridge is still here, but the West Paddon Bridge is gone. So it was completely destroyed in 2006, gone. So that's cool to see those pictures, because we just filmed that recently. All right, so let's get to what's in the box here. She sent me some Bisquick. I have another box of Bisquick I gotta use first, but this will get used eventually. I do have plans. I want to make biscuits at some point. Like I have a Dutch oven that I bought some time ago. I want to make biscuits in there, see how that works. But this will get, I can use biscuits, or as we camp more and more, we'll try to do different recipes. All right, bunch of granola bars, the fruit and nut, dark chocolate cherry, dark chocolate and nut. These will go great in my snack bag. I mean, those disappear like crazy. Some more, the Sunbelt Bakery, fudge dipped coconut, oats and honey. Some more good stuff for the snack bag. And then this, I have no idea they made this, sassafras syrup. That looks good. I love sassafras, so it's my favorite tree. I love munching on the leaves. I love making sassafras tea, although I haven't made it recently. We need to do that in a video, sassafras tea. All natural, no preservatives. Gotta try that sometime. Not today. I'm not gonna open it. I want to open it up today, but we're not gonna do that. I'm not sure of that. Anyway, she also sent me, she's the one that has been sending me these notebooks. Well, I gotta share that too. She collects notebooks. I do too. I use them a lot, but I told her she could always keep sending to me. I think she's trying to clean house a little bit. So, just some cool ones. Even ones like this that have that open up. There we go. Cool leather journals and stuff. These I use for
some of my projects and stuff. Like I have a notebook that has all my covered bridges in it. One has like a journal for the Union Canal. So these get used. And like I said, if I don't use them, I can find people that do, my students and their families and stuff. So, oh yeah, but I forgot about these. Butter cookie with dark chocolate. We gotta get these open. Oh, there, I guess there are. I thought there was one big, like 3 big cookies, but they're not. Will these survive the night? I don't know. I think they're, oh yeah, ooh, they're melting. They are pretty thin now. Yes, there's multiple cookies in each stack there, but that's what they look like. Well, that one's broken, but they are good. Kind of like s'mores, but anyway, around the campfire there. But as always, thank you for the gifts. I feel, I always say it, but I feel spoiled on the gifts I get, including that. I showed you the wagon earlier. That's the first thing I showed you in this video. I mean, that thing's amazing. I was thinking about getting one. I just hadn't yet, but I'm not. Yeah. You guys are pretty cool. Other people have noticed it too. Other friends in my life have noticed it. Like the gifts that you guys send me are gifts that I need and gifts that I can use. Not just some random stuff. Like here, have this, but it's stuff that I need and stuff that I can use for my videos, for my camping trips. So that's just really cool. And I'm saying that because one of my best friends, she's been in some of my videos. She mentioned that to me. Her name is Dana. She mentioned that to me. Her and her daughter will be with me on some other adventures coming up soon. I know some of you asked about them, but she's the one that mentioned that to me. Like I said, your viewers, your fans really send you nice stuff that you actually need and can use, and she's right. So thank you.
Well, we've got the nuggets in there heating up. That'll do for now. It's pretty solid. I checked it. It's not about ready to collapse, the little wood pile there, so if it does, we'll just have ash in our nuggets. But yeah, we'll let them sizzle up in there. Got the buns out. Onion and poppy seed buns. I know, they're sitting right on the wood. And here are those baby clams I was fishing with earlier. You saw in the video. Anyway, they're in there. That's what they look like. Like I said, I don't know. I don't know what I'll do with them. Maybe I'll just put them in the cooler. I don't know. I might just throw them on after the nuggets are done. Maybe a little bit later tonight we'll throw them on the fire. See what they taste like. I mean, I've had clams at like a Chinese restaurant, but we'll see. I don't want to waste them, so. Anyway. As far as a cell signal goes, for the most part there is not a signal here, but just not all that long ago, I had a signal and a bunch of texts came through. It wasn't 5G or 4G. It was the LTE symbol came up. Very, very weak signal, but so I don't know. I have T-Mobile. Depending on what brand you have, you might have better service, but there is the possibility of having a signal here. Unfortunately, not one enough for me that I do like to watch some videos sometimes by the campfire later in the evening, but I don't think that's going to happen tonight. So anyway, we'll enjoy the peace and quiet under the pines. So. Ooh, that's hot. Smoky. But they are warming up nicely. They're already cooked. They were, frozen chicken nuggets that you get at the grocery store. They're fully cooked, but I'm just warming them up. So getting a little bit charred. So just had to move them around, flip them, stuff like that. So we'll soon get those ready. Put them on our buns that we got waiting. Got the barbecue sauce. These are actually really good chicken nugget sandwiches. I make it at home sometimes. They're kind of quick and easy. Throw a couple of nuggets in the oven, or you can microwave them too. Throw them on a bun, some barbecue sauce, and yum yum. All right, they should be ready. I should be able to just grab this with my bare hands with a pot holder. Ooh, that's coming through a little bit. I guess we can put on the wood there. There we go. All right, time to get these little nuggies on the buns. These ones are bigger than the ones I usually get were not there when I stopped at the store. These ones are just a little bit bigger. The other ones I could get 4 on one bun. I'm not sure if that's going to happen with these, but we'll try. I'll have to make it work. Oh, that works. It's almost like a little puzzle piece, trying to make them fit. Yeah, you kind of had to fit them in, like move this one over and fit that one in. That worked out pretty well though. Alright, now all I need is some barbecue sauce. Maybe a little bit more than some. Of course, you could use ketchup or whatever it is you're into. There we go, folks. That stuff's spilling over the... well, it'll be okay. Alright, yum yum. Oops, ruined my puzzle piece there. Yeah, but like I said, a quick, easy meal. We'll put the clams in here later then. We'll see how hungry I am after eating... Whoop, there goes my fork. After eating 2 of these. We'll wipe that off later. Oh, just went down the crack. Alright, I'll have to grab that. I'll be right back. Alright, we'll have to wipe that off then. Alright, here we go. Chicken nugget sandwiches for the win tonight. Hopefully these are not piping hot yet. Whoops. I mean, these are great for camp. Like I said, these are great at home too. Something quick and easy to make. Even your kids would probably like them if you have kids. You know, 4 nuggets are not necessarily filling, but you add a bun and it makes more of a meal out of them. So anyway, just some ideas. All right, I'm gonna enjoy these.
But I can hear one of my favorite sounds. It's the wind in the pines. It's not really strong wind, but every now and then the breeze picks up just a little bit. Yeah. This is a beautiful campsite, folks. Like I said, this is site number 10 here in Michaud State Forest. I guess it's a little bit of a walk up to where you park, but it's doable, especially if you have a little wagon like this. But anyway, yeah. Oh, there you hear it. Not sure if the camera is picking that up. The wind in the pines. All right.
We'll throw some more wood on soon. But yes, I just had another text message come through. So every now and then, you get service for like a minute or two, real light service, and then it disappears again as the smoke pours my way. But yeah, I feel like it's going to be really comfortable temperatures tonight. Like I said, back home, the temperatures are going to be like maybe 62 overnight. So I think it's good. I think I mentioned this earlier in the video, but it's just getting that feeling too, like it's going to be maybe upper 50s, which would be amazing for a nice cool night. It feels really good right now compared to the way it's felt in the evenings recently. You know, temperatures like we have it like 96, 98 degrees in the afternoon, and then when it gets down to like what, 75 overnight, if even that, and it's just like right back up in the 90s again. So it feels really good tonight. That's why I chose today and tomorrow. It's been tough trying to pick days. Even this morning was pretty hot to hike, but anyway. Gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. But I think tonight's gonna be a beautiful night, beautiful evening. Yeah, nice, super nice and cozy out here tonight. Almost 7 o'clock. Just had
just had a signal again. Their text came through. So, but then just like that, signal's gone. A little bit later, we'll make some coffee or tea too. But for now, I'm just gonna chill out by the fire. I got another whole bundle of firewood in the wagon if I need it. And of course, now an airplane flies overhead. Kind of reminds me of Raccoon Creek State Park with all those planes flying overhead. Although this is the first one.
Yeah, so just made my way back up to the Jeep. Get a few more other things out. I should have taken some things back too, but anyway. I don't want to... Some of this stuff I'll put in my tent tonight, but some of the food items I want to leave in the Jeep overnight. But yeah, gourmet honey stirs. I forgot I had these. These were given to me some time ago. I'm going to use these when I make... Well, use one of them when I make my tea to sweeten it. I think that might have been last summer this was gifted to me, but... Anyway, as I was walking through, it was just a thought too about the trail. Like, here's the trail that comes through. I think it's called the Camps Trail. It's a beautiful, it actually is a nice trail. I hiked the section of it up through this way, but it comes right through. The trail you take to come to the campsite is right here, but this is also, there's a red blazonite tree. This is the trail, but it goes right through the campsite here. I feel like, I don't think anyone from Michoud State Forest, the DCNR, is going to watch this, but it doesn't really quite make sense to have a public trail come right through a campsite like this. You could redirect this trail, you know, easily around the campsite a little bit. So, like I said, it was no big deal. Only those two people came through earlier, but it just kind of seems like the better thing to do, I think, to reroute it. I mean, there's a trail down there too. Yeah, right here's that's the trail I was talking about, but there's a trail right here too. I'm not sure if that's a, but yeah, you could have, anyway, I'm just blabbing here, but instead of the trail coming through here, you could redirect it. Anyway, just an idea. Because I feel like on the weekends, it'd be a lot busier, this trail. A lot more chances of people camping here too, but this kind of seems, I mean, it's a little awkward, a little inconvenient if you're camping here and there's people riding their bike or hiking right through your campsite. I feel like they could change that. I don't know why they didn't. Anyway, my mind is just wandering. Anyway, probably doesn't really matter. But anyway, it's about 7:30 right now. I'm gonna wait till I think about closer to 8 o'clock to make some tea, because I still might, I'm gonna fry up those oysters too. I think where's my other bag? I think I bought some new tea the other day. I think it's in here. Hold on a second. Actually, I think I could open it up with one hand. Maybe. There we go. Yeah. Got some new tea. Green tea with mint. That sounds good. With the honey stir. And I have some creamers too. Put one unflavored creamer in there. Those are working nicely. There's quite a few mosquitoes around here, but it's just that time of year though. Not the campsite's fault. Beautiful fire. Yeah, maybe when that dies down just a little bit more, we'll put the pan back on and dump those oysters in there. See what they taste like over the campfire. So I've got the skillet back in the ashes. I think we're gonna take these clams. I'm not terribly hungry. I'm not sure if I'm gonna eat all these or not, but anyway, I don't really want them to go to waste either, so let's just, ooh, look at all of them. That's quite a bit. Oh, they're sizzling. Well, we'll cook them up, we'll snack on them, we'll see what they're like. And they are sizzling up though. There's a lot in there. Ooh, it's hot. Ooh, yeah, it's hot. Alright, well they are out of the fire. They're still sizzling a little bit. Yeah, some are starting to stick to the pan a little bit, but anyway. got them out. So we'll gotta let it cool off just a little bit. They are steaming. So we'll try these here a little bit. I don't just have to eat all of them, but we'll try them. Okay, so let's try some of these. Here's our fork full. They smell clammy, like seafood a little bit. Whoops, I dribbled some on the ground there. You know, they're not that bad actually. Not sure if I'll eat all of them, but they're actually, I thought they, I'm not sure what I was thinking. I mean, I've had clams before, like I said, but I'm not sure if we're gonna eat a full skillet full like that, but not bad. Huh. Alright, so it's just about 8 o'clock. Let's get some tea going. The sun has just set down back that way, so it's going to start, the evening shadows are going to start setting in. Not just yet. I can feel the temperatures dropping. Like I said, I think it's going to feel good tonight and overnight. Tomorrow morning should be really nice. I hope it is, because tomorrow we're going to a place called Dark Hollow. I know recently I did the intro to my Mountain Lions in Pennsylvania series, and we're going to start I did like the intro to that, but we're going to do our first story time with that. I think I mentioned that. Maybe I mentioned it already in this video, but yeah, I probably did. So I won't talk about it anymore. Alright. Won't be a super long hike, but it'll be nice to walk in those cooler morning temperatures. If it is down in the lower 60s, upper 50s, it'll be nice. Where's my lighter? Alright, let's get this water boiling. There we go. Got one of these creamers. I got my bag all cleaned up. I know in the last video, one of my creamers had popped in here. I had to clean it all out. Candy bag. Here we go. Green tea with mint. Oh, that smells good. And we got these. The gourmet honey stir. There we go. Almost look like lollipops. Kind of stuck in there. There we go. Yeah, it's kind of sticky, gooey. Also looks like a maple leaf. Go ahead and put that in a cup a while. Alright, just wait for this water to warm. It won't take long at all. Alright, that water is a-boiling. Transfer it to our cup. Took that honey thing out. I want to put the tea bag in first. So let this steep for a couple minutes. Yeah, green tea with mint. One of my favorite drinks is it's from Bolt House Farms. I'm not sure if you're familiar with them, but they make these like drinks. one is that vanilla chai, or I guess that's what you call it, chai or chi, vanilla chai tea. I guess it's like green tea with like vanilla flavoring and like soy milk, I guess it is. It's good stuff. That just reminded me of this a little bit. Alright, well, let's let that steep for a little bit, then we'll get our honey stirrer in there and our cream and go sit by the fire again. It's getting
It's getting darker, and I want to get that clam taste out of my mouth too. I don't know. They weren't bad, but I didn't eat all of them. There was no way I was gonna eat all of them. So that's just the way it is sometimes. All right. All right. I already took the tea bag out. Oh, stick the little honey stirrer in there. See how long it takes for that to dissolve. It should dissolve completely. I guess I'll just leave it in there. Go ahead and put the creamer in a while. Just one of the unflavored ones, which were a gift too. Take a little while for it to disappear though. I'll have to get back to you on that. Alright. Kind of a cool wooden handle thing going on. Piece of honey thing fell off the stick. It's kind of sitting at the bottom of the cup here, but it tastes good. Green tea with mint, some honey and creamer. Good stuff. Let's go sit back by the fire again. I might go ahead and throw some more wood on. Be a good night, a good evening to sit by the fire as it gets dark. We got those color flames too. We'll put on a little bit later. I'm kind of sitting downhill a little bit, but beautiful evening. Alright, so just taking a few things back to the Jeep. I got mainly my trash can right here. I don't really want to trash can slash my poo bucket. There's no poo in it, but I have some trash in here. I don't really want to leave that out here. Might have doubt getting visitors, bears and stuff, but raccoons and stuff. I don't want to wake up to a mess. Plus, my bag up here with my toothbrush and all that stuff is up at the Jeep, so I'm gonna go ahead and brush my teeth up here and stuff like that too. Get ready to go nighty night. Well, not yet. I mean, I'm done eating all that stuff for the night, so I'll still sit by the campfire for a while, but not gonna be anything else, so I can take care of some of that stuff up here. Ah. It's not open. It's got like a piece of foil over the top of it. Alright. There we go. Let there be toothpaste. Alright, we got that taken care of. Even when you're camping, you can stay clean. Alright, but I think the rest of the stuff that I have up there, I'll just put in my tent. I think that'll be safe enough. Did I mention how quiet it is out here? Although I can hear a plane flying a little bit overhead. A few birds singing tonight. Be interesting to see if we hear anything overnight. Like the whippoorwill. We always talk about that. I love to hear that. We heard one earlier this spring when we were camping over in Weiser State Forest, but we'll see. Maybe we'll hear some owls hooting tonight, or some coyotes howling. That would be cool. They won't be any danger to us. Yeah, those are my antacid tablets you hear shaking around my pocket. I get heartburn sometimes, so I keep that in the tent with me. I want to walk up to the Jeep in the middle of the night, so I'll just keep them in my tent. Yeah, campfire's still going. So we're gonna hang out by the campfire yet. I think I might put some of this stuff away in my tent a while. I have got one candle burning out here yet, and I have one burning in my tent, the citronella candles, keep the mosquitoes out and stuff. That is a beautiful campfire. I know, it's just different with the stone ring around and stuff. But there's no more breeze blowing through the pines this evening anymore. That breeze earlier felt good, but now it's gone. I think we should go ahead and throw those. Where's those color flames? Let's go ahead and throw those in. It's getting darker.
aim properly here. Hold on a second. Okay, here we go. There we go, right on top. Oh, there comes the color right away. Boom. Yeah, it's still just amazingly quiet out here. None of those late summer sounds yet either. Like, I don't hear any crickets out here. No katydids yet, if you know what katydids are. They get pretty loud here in the evenings or overnight, but I don't hear. None of those are out. Like I said, neither crickets. So I guess they're coming soon. And this is what? Yeah, this is July 18th. So maybe a little bit later in the summer. Yeah, we have to wait. I love hearing those night sounds, though. Although, you hear, I don't know if the camera's picking it up. That is a katydid up there. He sounds pretty pathetic, but nice quiet. Huh. There's at least one. Oh, there he is again. Cool. You've imagined that sound, but it's just like, you know, hundreds of them in the trees making that sound. That's what it sounds like later in the summer. Some people hate that noise, but I love it. Reminds me growing up on the farm, you know, we had those, just, you know, you leave your windows open on a, you know, late summer, cool evenings, and just the sound of the katydids would put you to sleep at night. At least for me, they would. I know other people, it keeps them up, but I love that sound. I still do. Well, the fire is dying down, but I noticed there was another light shining. Look at that, the moon. That's a full moon coming up from behind the trees there. Cool. So maybe I'll stay out here a little bit longer, wait for it to come up a little bit higher in the sky. We'll see. About 9:30 right now. A full moon out here in the pines. Yeah. Still got some embers burning in there. Well, I'm going to go ahead and call it a night, folks. So hopefully we'll see you in the morning. Not sure what I'm gonna eat for breakfast or anything like that yet, but we'll figure that out later. All right, good night, folks. I don't know if you can hear that owl. It's also a plane flying overhead, but let's see, the fire's still burning a little bit. Our full moon is just behind those trees. Come on, owl. Oh, gonna be quiet now. There he is. That's a barred owl. Cool. I was just kind of getting ready my tent over there, and I heard him. I was hoping we'd hear one tonight. One more time, buddy. Okay. All right.
Good morning. I had a raven out here this morning, kind of waking me up. I think he flew off now, but bit chilly, but feels good. Yep, the sun is up. Yeah, the slight breeze this morning. You can hear the Wind in the pines again. Yeah, I didn't see the raven, but I could hear him out here this morning. He's telling me, he's like, wake up, Cliff, wake up. So it is about 7 o'clock. So, oh yeah, exactly 7. So, beautiful morning. I guess I could have gotten up earlier, but it was one of those mornings where it was just, it's kind of chilly out here this morning. It feels good. It's kind of nice just to sit in the tent, or lay in the tent, I guess. But anyway, let's make our way up to the Jeep. Got to get a few things out. For this morning, figure out what I'm going to eat. Some different options. Coffee, can make some coffee. Anyway, alright. Alright, so we got everything scattered about again. I think I'm just going to have oatmeal this morning. Up in the Jeep, I do have one of those dehydrated meals, biscuits and gravy and something else, but I think I'm just going to go with the oatmeal, the apples and cinnamon this morning, I think. We'll get some coffee going a little bit here. Start packing up too. Although I'm not really in a hurry to pack up this morning. It's a beautiful, I love this campsite. I think I could just live here, to be honest. But anyway, one of my favorite places to camp at, I think, was right here. Beautiful, quiet spot here in the pines. But we can't stay forever. Part of me wants to build a log cabin here, but I guess that probably kind of ruined the place then. Anyway. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So no rush to get out of here this morning, but eventually we'll have to. Like I said, I have some plans this morning too. Gonna head to Dark Hollow to talk about mountain lions and set some trail cams up this morning. Good to get that done too before it gets too warm. Although I don't think today's gonna get terribly warm. It'll be a little bit cooler than it was yesterday. All right, but let's what do we do? Coffee or oatmeal first? I think we'll get the coffee going. It's a good idea. Yeah, so very quiet all last night sleeping. I don't think anyone even drove by on the road up there. A few of those katydids singing to me, but just quiet. Oh, that barred owl. He wasn't too noisy then. Although I like hearing the owls, I wouldn't have minded if he was a little bit noisy throughout the night. But he kind of had a few things to say, and then it was quiet. So, but yeah, I didn't hear anything stop by overnight either, like some critters or anything. But anyway. Where's my lighter? I probably could have left the rain fly off the tent last night too, but anyway. I tried that earlier this spring, and then we started getting rained on at one point in the evening, so anyway. Yeah, still a couple of these Vita Cup coffee and electrolytes. They do pretty good here in the morning. Some creamers. I think we'll go with hazelnut this morning. Alright. As always, while my water's warming up, I'll probably start packing up a little bit here. This is one of those places I could just spend a lot longer at, but anyway, let's just say that there's plenty of room here to have a tent here, a tent up there. You could have, it's a large enough area to have multiple people if you want to have, you know what I'm saying. It's a nice spot. Anyway, I'll have to change out I'm still wearing my pajamas, but it doesn't really matter. Alright. Smells good. Just the smell of coffee is like amazing. Did I tell you that I love this spot? It's not just I love the pines. I keep mentioning the pines, but it's just it really is. You have some real privacy here that I haven't, at least for me, I haven't gotten last number of times that I've camped. So. All right. Yum yum. So I'm going to continue to tear down. I guess I'll warm up my water from my oatmeal a while. I'm just trying to think, because I'm not really rushing here. Anyway, I'm just thinking to myself. Alright. No mountain lions stopped by last night either. Since we're talking about mountain lions, if you're a little bit... Well, I will, but later this morning. No bears stopped by. I didn't hear any noises, like as far as critters out here last night. I think you're more likely to have that problem in the state park campground where they're used to, they know people are going to camp. This site does get campers, but not like every night. Like when I went to reserve the site, first time I looked, there was nobody there was no reserve sites for like 2 weeks. But when I went back to actually reserve the site, there's me today, or I reserved Thursday, yesterday, and then someone's gonna be here Saturday, it looks like. So doesn't get a ton of, if you want to camp at this site, there's not a ton of, I wouldn't wait too long, because I mean, the weekends are more likely to get reserved than the weekdays. But anyway, it's a nice spot. I keep saying it, but it is. All right, so tent is torn down. Oatmeal is eaten. I didn't share that time with you. You've seen me make oatmeal before, but now we gotta start hauling stuff back up to the Jeep because I'll be using a wagon. I do want to show you how this folds up once I'm done loading everything up, because it's kind of cool. It's real easy to fold this thing back up and store it once again, so that's kind of cool. But we're gonna work on getting everything back. You know, a lot of the smaller stuff I can just throw in there, and let's get that all taken care of. That can go in the pocket. I should put these anyway. I can sort some of this out later too. Alright, so all I have left is my tent bag. Everything else is always got to double check. Check everywhere. I always say I have a tendency to leave things behind, and you don't want to do that, especially if it's something important, but you don't want to leave stuff behind anyway. So yeah, so beautiful spot. I loved one of my favorite places to camp, so it'd be cool to come back here again sometime. But before I'm completely gone, I did just want to quick show you how easily this packs up. Here's the name brand. I'm not going to try and pronounce it, but however you want to say that. There you go. And I'm not... Remember, this was just a gift. The company is not sponsoring me at all. You just take this pad out, it folds up, and then there's a handle in here, and you just pull up on the handle, and the whole thing scrunches in. And then, of course, the handle itself kind of goes down. And then there's a Velcro strap that wraps around it, holds it in place, and you just slide the cover over top, and it's as easy as that. I'm contemplating the idea of doing what they call winter camping. I'm not a big fan of the cold, but you can get like what's called a hot tent. You can put like a little wood stove in there. But I was thinking this might be a cool spot to do that, but then I remembered that they don't allow camping here in Michaud State Forest, at least at most of the campsites in wintertime. I think up till some point in December they do, but we'll see. Anyway, this is site number 10. I think on the reservation site it's called Flat Rock Plantation, so beautiful place. Anyway, we got more adventures planned this morning, so I think that'll be it for this one, folks. As always, thanks for coming along, and hopefully see you on the next one.